families don't have to match. You don't have to look like someone else to love them. The thing that needs to be addressed here is that there are wonderful kids all over this country and this world that want a forever family, and we believe that there are no unwanted kids. They're just unfound families.
In this video, we're going to talk about what happened to Michael Oher. Of course, his tremendous story was famously portrayed in The Blindside, so we're going to go over some of the details the movie left out, as well as what occurred after the movie, including Michael's NFL career, the trouble he had with the law and how he's redeeming himself, as well as his little brother SJ's football career, and the football connection in his sister Colin's life. This will be the second What Happened To video I've made. The first one, What Happened to the 4-5 running back? Well, it looks like everyone really enjoyed that, so if you haven't seen that one, then be sure to check it out. And I think I'll be making more What Happened videos because it seems like people like to watch them. So if you have any ideas, feel free to comment them below. I can't guarantee I'll make your suggested videos soon, but I'll at least be writing stuff down on my video ideas doc. So anyway, back to Michael Oher. As you might have expected, the movie did exaggerate some things. Michael himself has said that he already knew how to play football before his new school, and he's not quite the quiet type the film shows either. No matter how exactly spot on the movie was, it certainly did some good in the world. SJ Tuohy, who was portrayed by Sandra Bullock, said, "I know literally of several hundred kids that were adopted because of The Blindside. We would have done it for one." The movie ends with Michael at the NFL draft. After he graduated from Ole Miss and was selected as a first-team All-American, he was one of the top prospects in the '09 draft. So the Ravens took him with the 23rd overall pick. Of course, his family was there to witness it all, including his biological brother Marcus, and even his tutor. So this once homeless kid signed a contract worth up to $13.8 million. As a rookie, he started at right tackle, but was eventually moved to left tackle, where he was once again protecting the quarterback's blind side. At the end of the season, he ended up coming in second in the Offensive Rookie of the Year voting. A few years later, in 2012, the Ravens got hot in the playoffs, taking down Peyton Manning and Tom Brady to advance to the Super Bowl. Although Michael was growing tired of answering movie questions, he was glad to continue to inspire people, and there was no bigger stage to do that than the Super Bowl. The Ravens held on to beat the 49ers, and Michael Oher completed his Hollywood story to become a Super Bowl champion.
I mean, to win a Super Bowl, that's, a childhood dream, and just to get to that game. All the games in the NFL are tough, and just to get to the Super Bowl and win it, man, it's it's a indescribable experience, man. Just to finally win one, to be so close every year and to finally win one, it's truly remarkable.
He started every game for the Ravens for 5 seasons, but in 2013, Baltimore was looking to revamp their rushing attack, and he sort of became a casualty of that. Basically, his play wasn't up to par, and they wanted to go in a different direction. Although he was durable, he never really played out the potential we saw in his rookie year. So the hope was that a new team would reignite his career. In come the Titans during the 2014 offseason, who signed him to a 4-year, $20 million contract, which was probably a no-brainer for Michael, who was from Tennessee originally. But being close to home didn't actually end up helping his play on the field. In what might have been his worst season ever, Michael played 11 games as one of the lowest ranked tackles in the league. He injured his toe, and the Titans released him after just 1 season with the team. The Tennessean brutally called it a move that should have blindsided no one. Leanne had just about had it with all the people now doubting her son. She said, "It doesn't represent who I am, but I would have loved to have stood out and flipped half of the world off." Still, it didn't take long for Michael to find his next job. Cam Newton recruited him to the Panthers, saying not just that he wanted him, but that he needed him. That made Michael feel at home right away, and the Panthers agreed to a deal for 2 years and $7 million. He ended up starting every game that year as the Panthers went 15-1 and made it all the way to the Super Bowl. which would be the second now of Michael's career. But in the end, the Broncos defense was too much for the Panthers to handle. After that year, Carolina signed Michael to an extension. Unfortunately, he only played 3 games in 2016, and it sounds like he tried to play through a concussion. And if you've ever learned anything about concussions, then you'll know that's a big no-no. So after that, his head just wasn't right. The Panthers placed him on injured reserve and released him before the 2017 season. It seems he never officially retired, but I think every GM out there wouldn't want to sign a potential health risk. And from what I've seen on his Instagram, it appears he was ready to stop playing as well. So what was next? Well, his post-NFL career got off to a rocky start. Now, what I'm about to say is somewhat of a stain on Michael's legacy, but stay tuned because he definitely turned things around after one bad night. In 2017, Michael allegedly pushed and kicked an Uber driver in an apparent dispute over a fare. The lawsuit claimed Michael was drunk, and the charges were eventually dismissed after an agreement was made. So I know that's not at all what you wanted to hear, but after that, he's really done some good in the world. He started a foundation called Beat the Odds to help improve the quality of life for children who have fallen through the cracks in society. He also formed the Good Deeds app for people to donate to help a child in need, just like he needed when he was a kid. And guess what? He posted this picture on Instagram of a paper titled Left Tackle Pictures, LLC. I don't know if that means we're getting another movie on his story or what. I sure hope that's what it means, because it would definitely be interesting to see how he tells his own story. Elsewhere in the family, Michael's little brother SJ was just recently hired as the Assistant Athletic Director of Football Operations at Liberty. And guess who the head coach of Liberty is right now? Hugh Freeze. Michael Oher's old high school football coach, who also eventually went on to be the head coach at Ole Miss before Liberty. He didn't overlap with Michael there, but it's safe to say SJ and Freeze have a lot of history together through Michael. Their sister Collins married Cannon Smith, a former University of Memphis quarterback, and his brother is Arthur Smith, the Titans' current offensive coordinator. So just like in the movie, this family just can't get away from football. That's all we've got for today's video. Let me know what other What Happened To videos you would like to see, and be sure to sub it up for more videos just like this.
He thinks I birthed him. It's gotten to the point where I think I birthed him. He takes great offense if people don't think that he's, a part of the family.